Okay, let's get this started.
Hello there. I feel like I have so much to catch you up on. Now, it has been over a month since we last talked, and that was because of holiday break, but in that month, quite a bit has changed. And you can probably already tell just from the fact that there is a lot of different stuff around me right now. Before I talk about all of these changes, I do want to just take a moment to give a humongous thank you to all of you. Now, over winter break, I had a couple of kind of milestones happen. I hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube here. I also hit, just the other day, 6 million followers on TikTok, and I also was nominated and won over the course of winter break Best Social Media in the Sprudgies this year, which is all just very overwhelming. It's very humbling, and I just want to say a huge thank you. Morgan Drinks Coffee and being able to do this as a career was always a dream of mine when I started out. It's something I never thought I'd actually be able to do, and the fact that so much growth and just stuff has happened in the last few years is a huge honor. And you all have been a massive part of that, so thank you for all of that. There's a lot of celebration that happened over the last couple of days. It's very exciting, and I'm super excited for this next chapter of Morgan Drinks Coffee. Now, that all ties into this scenario. Now, clearly I am not in my kitchen. I am also not even in the apartment that kitchen is located in. In the past month, we have actually moved. That's for a couple of reasons. That is to give us a little bit more space. My partner works remotely. I work on a couple different jobs, and so we need a little bit more space. But on top of that, I am in the process of setting up an actual filming studio, which is very, very, very cool. With this new space that is still in the pipeline, it's gonna take a little bit to get there. We're gonna have some transition time here on YouTube while we get it all set up. We're gonna have the opportunity to dive into a whole bunch of new and different and maybe better, but just different and fun content that I've been wanting to do for a really, really long time, but haven't been able to just out of the restrictions of where I was filming and what I had access to. So that is why we are in my office right now, surrounded by my books, and just holding a cup of coffee instead of actually making it. The last thing we're going to talk about today is kind of an announcement of sorts, and it's a very exciting one. So as many of you know, I've been a competitive barista for a while now. I've competed in multiple past seasons of the US Barista Championship, and in 2022, last year, I actually went on to win that competition and went to take runner-up in the World Barista Championship. Now, coming out of that entire competition season, there were certainly a lot of questions about whether I was ever going to compete again, or was I going to judge, or what did any of that look like? And frankly, I didn't know. I think in my reflection/Q&A at the end of WBC, I was just kind of we'll talk about it later, don't ask me right now, I'm still thinking about it. Now, I've spent a lot of time thinking about it, a lot of thinking about what I would want to say again, why I would want to compete again, if I want to compete again. All of these questions took a lot of thought and careful consideration. However, I am very excited to announce that this year I will be competing again in the US Barista Championship. It is going to be different this year, of course, as every competition season is different. I'm going to approach it differently than I did previously. I am being very thoughtful about my script right now. It's a very kind of slow-moving process right now, but I'm really excited to say that I'm going to do it, and I'm excited to bring you along in some capacity. I'm still very much deciding how much of my just online content I want to make about competition this year. It was definitely a large portion last year, but I'm still kind of working through what I want it to look like this year. But that being said, it's something that's happening. It'll be something that will probably show up on this channel in some way or another, and I'm very, very excited for it. This year, the US Barista Championship is actually happening in Portland in conjunction with the SCA Expo. So it's gonna be a fun time, a lot of coffee people, a lot of fantastic competitors. I'm really excited about it. Anyways, that's a little bit about what has been going on. So lots of changes, lots of good stuff, lots of very exciting stuff. And I am so just ready to jump into this next season of Morgan Drinks Coffee. It's gonna look different, it's gonna look similar, it's just gonna be a whole lot of fun. I can't wait to take you with me. So, in the meantime, I think that's the video for today. I'm sorry it's a little bit shorter, but I just wanted to get everyone kind of up to speed with what was happening as we kind of figure out the new studio and everything in between. So have no fear, we will be back next week with more regularly scheduled programming. We have some really, really fun videos lined up in the next month and a half, and then moving into the studio is gonna be really cool. So keep an eye out for all of that. And I guess I'm kind of rambling now. So I will see you next time. I, again, am Morgan Drinks Coffee. You can find me pretty much everywhere under that handle. I'm here on YouTube once a week. Now that I'm back from holiday break, I also post shorts all the time. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok at Morgan Drinks Coffee, where you can find me almost every single day. I'm very excited for this next season. I hope you all had a great holidays. I hope you are having a great day right now, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.